See, this is exactly what happens when you make a couple of wrong turns in life. You wind up in a place just like this. All right, folks, it's tax day, April 15th. It's about noon, and we're gonna climb this hill. You know, I don't even know why I'm filming today. I really have nothing to say, nothing to talk about. I just feel like riding. I'm bringing the camera with just in case there's something here that's edit-worthy. I doubt there will be. But, you know, come to think of it, none of my other videos were really edit-worthy either, but we managed to make something out of it. So hang on, we're just kind of riding. I've got nowhere in mind to go. I am just riding around, doing whatever the heck I want. No destination in mind, nothing to prove, no testing, just out having a good time. And let me tell you something, man, we've got a heck of a headwind. Why is it every time I get on this thing, boom, the wind kicks up? Now, I don't know, I'm not gonna accuse anybody of anything, but rest assured, I am a student of marketing and public relations. P.T. Barnum, Edward Bernays reside inside my head. Marketing 101 is favorably position your product while sticking it to the other guy. And that's fine and dandy, but you're not going to use the comment section on this channel to do such a thing, okay? So just know that I know what you're doing. I'm not saying you're connected with any companies, but, you know, I've got my suspicions. Got my suspicions there. And like I said, if you want to do it, but do it on your own page. It's not hard. It really isn't. If you don't want to do it on YouTube, go to Rumble. Heck, I'm thinking about going to Rumble myself. Can you believe that? Anyway, it's a wonderful day today. I really have no right to complain about really anything. You know, it's Monday, it is tax day. Of course, I could bitch for about 3 hours on that, but, you know, we got it all done, got it all wrapped up. You know, I wait till the last minute. You know why? Because I'm writing checks. And we don't write checks early, we write checks at the last minute. I mean, you've ever worked for an employer and had them pay you early? Of course not. They're not foolish. They wait till the absolute last moment to give you a check. So that's what we're gonna do to the federal government. I'm not complaining about paying taxes. I understand aircraft carriers don't grow on trees. Nuclear warheads don't grow in a garden. And somebody's got to take care of the fentanyl brigade, right? Well, that's up to you and me. Somebody's got to pay Social Security. You know, I would actually say, you know, I would opt out of Social Security. But here's what I want. I want the money back that I put into it with a reasonable compounded interest. You give me that check and you won't have to pay me ongoing for the remainder of my days on this lovely blue planet. I know we're just riding around to college. How many times have we ridden here? I am gonna absolutely bore you guys to death. And I don't want that blood on my hands. Oh yeah, there we go. All right, let's go up this way a little bit. We'll cut up through this neighborhood. Let's see if we can catch it. Come on. Not bad. Oh, they're winning. Let's go this way. Started out today with 66.9 volts. So, you know, we're not doing any range testing here, so I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? See, anymore, I tend to ride this thing like a standard transmission car. Even though the hub drive motor will get me going, even when this is in high gear, I still like to get down low. I don't know why. I think that's really is a good habit to be in. Because if you can assist it in pedaling, I think that might help save battery life. Probably not much, but you know, it's got to be worth something. Or it's quite possible that I had that whole theory wrong. Yeah, what do we have here? It looks like a little what would you call this? A retaining basin for water. A nice little hill to climb out here. I'm sure the wired can do it. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, not a problem. Yeah, there we go. Skipped gears a little bit. I think it's because I kind of get nervous on these hills, and I start putting a little pressure on there, man. I've did a lot of off-roading my years, man. Lots of hill climbs. Hill climbing's always my favorite. I don't know what it is about a hill climb that just makes me feel good. But it just does. So I've climbed a lot of hills, and I've also got hung up on a lot of hills and tumbled back down off of some hills. I actually had an ATV flip back on me and crush me a little bit. Hey, I'm survived. Here we are today, right? Yeah, this wire just kind of motors right up it. It doesn't really seem to care about a whole lot of anything. I'm impressed. Hopefully I don't get a flat tire out here. You just never know look at this garbage. Look at this shit. Anyway, I'm not sure if the 48 volt brigade could go through that. It's hard to say. Maybe they can. I don't know. You know, if it's got a high enough amp controller, if it'll flow the volts, I guess it could probably do pretty well. I don't know, guys. This is the only bike I've ever ridden that's an e-bike. It's the only one I've ever owned. By the way, I am still getting offers to do reviews, and appreciate it. Cool, thanks. Anyway, we're over here. This is the Arizona, I think it's called the Arizona Christian College. Used to be called, back in the day, used to be called the, I believe it was the Thunderbird International Graduate School or something like that. Graduate school. Look, I don't remember. It was a while back. Now out here, before it was that, this was actually an airport. I believe it was a training facility for the Air Force. Yes, that's right. All this stuff around here, this was all desert. In fact, we'll take a ride over here and take a look at one of their old hangars. Make sure my bag didn't fall off. Oh man, geez Louise. What they charge in tuition, you think they'd make the roads a little nicer, wouldn't you? Or am I just way out of left field? Yeah, this would have been the front of the hangar. And then nothing but desert. And then of course there was I forgot which way the runway went. Now this was actually, believe it or not, before my time. I used to come out here. They used to have balloon races, you know, hot air balloon races. Yeah, I know, right? yeah, give me a Soma while we're at it. But yeah, we come out here for hot air balloon races. But all this was still desert. All this was still desert. That shows you how much Phoenix metropolitan area has grown. I mean, it's kind of sad, but I guess it's just progress, and you got to accept it. You know? You know, if you don't accept change, you're going to be one miserable mofo for an awful long time. You know, I almost have 300 miles in this thing. So I have been riding it. And I think what we're going to do is once we get to 500 miles, I'm going to kind of do an overview on it. I mean, I have done nothing to this bike with the exception of putting air in the rear shocks, adjusting that shock, adjusting the front forks a little bit to get the ride I'm looking for. Air in the tires, that's it. I haven't even oiled the chain. Nothing. I haven't adjusted the derailleur. Nothing. So we'll see how this thing looks at 500 miles. I mean, you've seen my riding style. I don't necessarily abuse it. I think I'm operating it within the confines of what it was designed for. But we'll see, you know, as things loosen up, things break in, we'll see where we're at. And I just have this weird feeling that there's really not going to be anything to report. You know, yeah, maybe the chain will be a little dusty. We'll have to wipe that down and re-lube it. But short of that, yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. Let's go check this park out. Let me check that thing out. This park isn't a whole lot. Nothing here to report, but let's check it out anyway. You know, whatever I can do to bore and frustrate the viewer, you know, that's what we want to do here on this channel. You know, when I met with a professional in regards to doing YouTube, and, you know, according to that panel, you know, I'm supposed to tell you things like unsubscribe, down thumb, and make sure you don't comment, or something like that. There's like a lot of people out today, so I'm kind of just looking for these back little nooks where we can just go check some things out. Now, you gotta avoid people if you can. It just makes it a lot easier. You know how it is. People ruin everything, don't they? This is pretty loose rock here. I can kind of feel the front tire floating a little bit. You know, I'm still running 19 PSI in these babies, which is probably a little high for this type of a texture, but you know what? We'll just keep that in mind as we scoot along, and gosh knows where this goes. No idea. Don't even ask. Probably leads to flat tire land. Oh, not too bad. Nice little goat head patch there we probably just rode through. Let's go this way. Yeah, we're doing a little off-roading today, aren't we? Yeah, like I said, we're just screwing around, man. Screwing around. Not a lot of junkies, you know, don't have to worry about that. Of course, a lot of people are driving around at lunchtime. You know they're in a hurry. Well, they probably already got bitched at once for coming back from lunch late, so now they're just like, you know, they'll run you down if they need to. That's what it takes. They will run you down, make sure they get back in time for that meeting about nothing. A complete time waster. Dog and pony shows, you know the score. You've been there, I've been there. Let's go this way. Yeah, see, that's pretty loose. You turn this thing too much, man, it's gonna wash out. Oh yeah, and that grass is immaculate. That is a soccer field / baseball. Cool. Uh-oh. 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 What's that? Is that front fender coming loose? No. Oh, you know what's coming loose? Check this out. Check this out. Hey, wired. Check this out, wired. Of course, I could just blame myself for not tightening it up, but hey. No big deal. I don't know if I should tighten it up or just tuck it. I don't even ride at night. You know, that might come off. I really don't. I don't ride at night. I'm a dude that gets up really early in the morning before the sun, and I'm not going to go ride that early because I got to get caffeinated, and that takes an hour. Uh-oh, what's that? Oh, man, hold on. We got more problems. No, I'm not trying to do an advertisement for some competing company. I'm not trying to be a shill here. It's just honest frickin' YouTube. I was gonna say honest radio. It's honest YouTube. Yeah, it's a little loose. If I'm gonna be doing all this banging around, I probably need to get in there and tighten that thing. Or I could actually remove it, but I believe I can get it tight. I believe I can get it steady. Probably just need to do a couple wedges in here to hold that, keep that from doing, you know, that number. Maybe I'll remove the light, but maybe not. We'll see. So anyway, that's what's going on. That's what's, hey, we get a little excitement on this trip that I didn't plan. I've got nothing to talk about. And, you know, hey, things seem to work out, don't they? We'll have to see what the editing department says. Let's cruise over here. Man, I remember when coyotes used to live over here. This stuff was never here. It was still basically desert, and coyotes lived here. It was so cool. We didn't have a lot of stray cats, obviously. Oh, yeah, here's a lot of rutting. Come on, make some noise, bike. Come on, something start clanging on me. Come on now, start clanging. I know you want to. Anyway, not much of a video today, folks. If you're watching this far, I really appreciate it. And whatever you do, don't take life too seriously. Make sure you have a good time while you're here. Till next time, guys, this is The Last Resort, and we will talk to you soon.